Let me make sure this is good, actually. Okay, this should be good now. Now we're live. Clarissa, hey, welcome, Clarissa. We are working on getting a property. Yes, we are. Let me know if you can hear me now. Let me know if you can hear me now. Great, great. Let's see here. Where was? See, mic is on. The buttons are good. I just had, oh, here it is. I just have to click this up real quick. Today, we're going to come to you and talk about Moringa Fest. Today's episode is mostly letting you know that Moringa Fest is on and happening here November 1st. So November 1st, we're going to have an event here. It's called Moringa Fest. Let me know if you guys can hear me on Facebook, and everybody say what's up in the chat. Thanks a lot for coming in. Looks like everything is good. Say hey. Let me know if you can hear me. So good, so good. Live is good. All right. Let's see here. All right, looks like we may be good to go. Yep. Okay, we're good to go. There were some restrictions there. Welcome. Hey, welcome. Hey, welcome, Ray. Welcome, Clarissa. Thanks a lot. Welcome, everybody. We are in Plant City, Florida. And the most exciting part about this time of year is harvest season. So there's a little bit of a winter time. The trees go in a dormant state. Then as we get into spring and April, the trees start coming back. Then by June, the rains are coming. The trees are pumping and producing. July, August. Now here we are coming into October, and we are on a downward decline of growth. The growth is starting to slow down. We can start to feel the weather shifting. We can start to see that the trees are not going to be pushing out a foot a week like they were a month, 2 months, 3 months ago. So right now, what we've done is we let the trees go for about a month or 2 months to reach this kind of like shift, this Aries full moon, and also the having gone through the equinox just recently, about 4 weeks ago, and that is now significantly altering the weather already. The rains have stopped coming as persistent, as heavy, as consistent, and also the days are getting shorter. So we can see here and feel here soon that the temp is going to change. We're having a little bit of a shift. I can feel it out there. So right now, the reason why we set Moringa Fest for November 1st is because we know in about 2 to 3 weeks, everybody should have made their harvest right now and dried their greens right now, like we're drying right now. One of our updates is that we have in the month of September, we have harvested and dried over 200 pounds just between myself and one other person that was out in one field. We've pretty much grabbed over 200 pounds in 1 month. I started on September 4th and we went all the way to September 30th and we harvested 3 days a week. And we were able to get 200 pounds worth of material harvested and dried. So the reason why I'm symbolizing this time of year as a gathering time, and also we love October and we love festivals and we love harvest season and pumpkin spice and all the things that come with this fall weather shifting. The leaves are falling. It's a little bit overcast. We feel it here, definitely coming out of summer now. So we want to celebrate that with a festival. We call it Moringa Fest. And November 1st, we're going to have a gathering here. It's a members only event. So get your tickets with membership. It's going to run from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Let me go ahead and share my screen real quick and show you that I've actually been working on a Facebook page. Here, let me pull up my Facebook page and we'll show the event. You'll see the pictures of it. And I just actually filmed a 5-minute video that just came out, and we can feature that here in a few moments. But I just want you to see the Facebook page that I just made. Right on. I'm sharing the new Facebook page. Of course, if you're on Facebook, go to Moringa Fest. Just type in Moringa Fest. I just created this new page. This is me out in the field. Here, this is where we grabbed over 200 pounds just in September. And this page, Moringa Fest, now has an event on it where you can see that we are going to have live workshops on farming, marketing, and business strategy. We're also going to have some wellness activities. We'll have guest speakers throughout the day. We're going to have a mock market practice. So for you to set up your table and your tent, so that way you can practice going live. There's a secret that helped to boost my sales. Every time that I went to the farmer's market, I went live on Facebook or Instagram. And at the time, I wasn't on TikTok, or I wasn't on LinkedIn as much. I wasn't on YouTube as much at the time. I was just kind of getting started with that, but I hadn't reached 1,000 subs. I got my first 1,000 subs on YouTube in the summer of 2020, I think, as well as getting on TikTok in 2020. But now we're going to be moving over to Whatnot and getting on that selling platform. But we want to help our members go live and practice setting up going live. So getting that set up on your phone. We'll have a bunch of techies here that will also be able to help, and we're going to help each other. During this day, this Moringa Festival day that we're going to have, 1-day event, we'll do coaching, Q&A with the Grow Moringa Collective team. I'll be here, and many of the other members will be here as well, that have already been here many times, because we're hosting events here regularly. And members are coming in every week, and they're excited for Moringa Fest, and they want to be here to help not only learn, but also showcase what they have. The whole point of this is to show people what they have. That's why I have all these products here all the time. So you can see what I have, and I have it packaged in a certain way, and we'll go through some of the packaging. Because one of the major questions that we get is, how do I label? How do I package? Where do I get supplies? So there's lots of networking opportunities here, and not to mention that this is a members only event, but with that, you'll be able to purchase wholesale right away. So that way you can even take some of the items back to your place, and you can begin to package it yourself and label it. You can buy in bulk, whether it's in a single package without a label, or you can get them in these packages without labels, and you can even buy them with these packages with these labels and still go to the farmer's market, or still be able to sell them to your friends and your family. It's a way for you to get access to high quality moringa for a very affordable price. And so this is a hands-on incubator for growers, makers, entrepreneurs looking to scale their moringa business. And you'll leave that day with a real experience, new connections, and a plan to grow your income with moringa. How to attend? Sign up for the Grow Moringa Collective membership at growmoringa.com. And not only with the ticket to Moringa Fest, with membership, you get a copy of my book, Grow Moringa, The Ultimate Guide. You also get access to our online community. We have an app that you can download to your phone. We've been using Mighty Networks, but very soon, over the next few weeks, we're also going to be opening up our school community. So that way our members will be able to use whatever platform is more comfortable for them. We'll probably transition fully over to school over the next few months. And so you can get your tickets for Moringa Fest today at growmoringa.com. Let's get ready, go live, and share your story. That's one of the biggest lessons that I've learned, was just going live. Just going live has helped me tremendously throughout the business, especially at the farmer's market, because sometimes it would be a slow day or the weather was not good, and I was able to bounce back and pretty much make a couple hundred extra dollars by going live. And it always kept me relevant. It also invited more people to the market by going live. I'd be like, hey, it's still early. You can still get out here. If sometimes people would even say, hey, I ended up getting out here. I saw your live and I knew that you were at the market. So I wanted to catch you. So I was just mentioning today that your first 100 customers are going to rock with you the hardest, by having their phone number and email and keeping in touch with them and listening to them, talking with them, befriending them and communicating with them regularly and maybe texting them, but also just being aware of your social media presence that keeps them in their eyes, and that really helps for them to keep coming back. That's what I'm saying is your first 100 customers that keep coming back are going to take you to your first $100,000. Essentially, you get a couple people that come in maybe and never come back. But those first 100 people are going to recommend other people that are going to come in. And even though that those first 100 people that are rocking with you are not necessarily spending $1,000 with you, they're word of mouthing and they're affiliating with you. And so they're really, really like in your corner. Hopefully everything is going well. Just want to make sure everything is good here. What it says, yeah, it says we're about 5, everything is good. Beautiful. Great, everything looks good. Hopefully everybody's having a great Saturday. Put something in the comments in the chats if you have any questions about Moringa Fest. Would love to hear it. Let's see here. We're going to be helping mostly for labeling. We get this question a lot actually. It's labeling help. Oh, hey, Linda's here. Welcome. Let's see here. All right, no problem, no problem. We keep getting the restrictions on TikTok Live. Okay. But we're going to be helping with labeling. We have members asking a lot about labeling. So I'm going to be creating a very simple one-pager. I'm going to be dropping that one-pager in the members area. It's going to give you a much better, clear understanding of what we offer and what we can help you find for labeling. We have a lot of people in our members area that have experience in design and will help to make your label for you for a very affordable price. So this one pager is going to kind of be like a roadmap of things that go on your label. For example, on our label here, we have a UPC code. We also have the address. We also have our logo. We also have a use by date. We also have some social media that we're found on. We have some icons that we really like made by hand, locally grown, 100% chemical free, non-GMO, perfect for pollinators. GrowMoringa.com. We also have a scan here, so that way they can even just buy directly. This actual QR code takes them directly to this exact link for checkout. There's a QR code here on the front. Got the label, got a picture, an image of the actual item itself. You can see the item. It's got the weight. It's a caffeine-free herbal supplement. Air dried in small batches, locally grown, harvested and packaged in Plant City, Florida, USA. Moringa loose leaf, USA. We're honing in on that USA because moringa, 99% of all moringa comes from outside of the country. So we wanted to stand our brand out by being a USA supplier. that's just some of the things that you'll be able to see and we'll be able to show you. I have these files. These files are actually in the members area. So you can grab the file, it's in a JPEG, and you can start to use it as a reference for your very own labels. This is a 4-inch by 6-inch label here. You can see it's got the scan code, the UPC. I've got images of the products here. One of the things that you can do is if you have an iPhone, you can actually take a picture of it. You can click the image and kind of hold it a little bit and move it a little bit, and it'll highlight. Well, then when you let go, a window will pop up and you can copy that or paste it or save image as. That's what it'll you can put the arrow over, hit save image as, and it'll save the image. Or copy or something like that, but you can get that image saved. So that way when you go back to your gallery and you open up your phone, you will see just the image with a white background. So that's how to get a very simple white background from your very own phone that you have. That allows you to get nice photos like this in a file. Before, back in the day, I'd have to, Photoshop a lot of it. I still use Photoshop a lot. And then the next step from becoming a member, getting access to this template, if you're like, I don't know how to change this out or I don't know how to edit this, that's where the one pager that I'm going to make is going to help you, the member, be able to get the help that you need to get to the next level. And so I'll provide that detailed information inside the members area. That way you can get help with your labeling. If you need help with your logo, actually with your logo, we have people in the members area that work with logos specifically. They're graphic design artists and they will help also make your logo. Beautiful. Awesome. Any questions? Let's see here. Just checking with you guys. Cool, cool, cool. Sorry that we did not announce the winners yet this week. We're having a little technical issue with our phones, but I'm seeing text messages come in and we'll make sure that sometime in the middle of the week or at least by next week, we'll have our drawing for our spice. I think last week we were saying text us spice to win a free bottle of spice. You can still get in and text spice right now and get a free bottle of spice. So one of the things that we're getting this week right now, now that we've sent out several hundred moringa trees in the mail, some people are saying that their stems are drying up. And I want to reassure you that that's okay. As long as your root system is good, because they sent us pictures. They sent us pictures actually. I could probably find it again real quick. Just put it up. Let's see here. I'm not sure if this. Yeah, there was a photo in here, but I can't remember who it was. They had a good picture. They had a good picture of yeah, I wish I had it. We've been working on our email, organizing a lot, moving things. Let's see. Essentially, what I wanted to tell you is that someone shared a photo of their tree that they planted, and they planted it, and it's in a 5-gallon bucket, and it was really beautiful, really nice. But he's concerned that the stem is drying up, and sometimes what will happen is the stem will dry up, but what it's doing is it's bringing that root system back to life, and it's pushing out a whole new stem. This is something that I wanted to teach people about moringa, is that it will regrow multiple stems. Actually, someone we know here actually planted a pot. Like they had several seeds in one pot. Then they split it out after a couple weeks, and now they're in their each individual pot. And now several weeks after that, there's multiple stems popping up on one of the trees. And that's what happens, is that moringa will produce multiple stems from the base. It's not a runner. It's not a runner. So it doesn't run and pop up over here. It just pops up multiple stems at the base. You know how sometimes crepe myrtles have multiple stems at the base? So does moringa. If this stem dies, you're not worried about the stem. You're not necessarily buying the stem, you're buying the root. Because this right here is the goal. This is what's going to reproduce new stems. In cold weather, when this stem dies or goes in shock, it's going to push out new stems. But the cool thing is that I've had trees completely dead to the ground, but because it's a 2 or 3 year old tree, a stem, or a root system, a 2 or 3 year old root system, it grows back and is woody within the first year, and it's super thick already within the first year. So that's pretty much that was happening this week. Mostly, we sent out a couple hundred big trees over the last 2 weeks. Some stems are drying out, but I want to reassure everybody that your stems will die potentially. It's also shifting in the weather. They're also going into shock. But the big and most important part about it is that they're doing that to keep this root alive and to keep it firm and hard and full of life. And it'll just keep popping out new shoots. Just enjoy the greens as they come out. This is one reason why we grow hundreds and thousands of trees. It's because some will die back, stems will die, leaves will yellow. They're just a very wispy, sensitive, but resilient tree. They usually live, they usually come back, I can cut them back. And as long as they don't touch frost, they're good. So dry stems, check. September, we harvested over 200 pounds. What's the secret to growing your moringa business? Is talking to people. That's the secret, is just talking to people. Hey, welcome. Nellie's here. Dusty's here. Thanks a lot. Raymond is here as well. Welcome. And that's why we go live. That's why I talk to people. In case there was somebody that, say, messaged me right now, I'm having some phone issues, but that's why we're here. If somebody was to say, hey, where's my order right now? I'd say, oh, Z, I saw that we were working on Z's order. I see Z's order on the table over here, and I see that we're getting it out. Sometimes people will order, and if we don't get back to them, because we're working and we are getting back to as many people as we can, sometimes it's an off hour. We're only really at the shop between 10 and 2. So if somebody texts us at 6 p.m. or 8 p.m. and then is texting us at 9 a.m. the next day as well, we didn't really have enough time, especially if that's coming in maybe on a Sunday. And then maybe we're off Mondays. Usually I try to take off Mondays and help everybody take off Mondays because we're working so hard throughout the weekend as well. Monday's still a busy day communication wise, but we're starting to set up all of our automations and still picking up the phone. I'm still picking up the phone and getting back to text messages as best as I can. If I've been really busy harvesting in the field, so it does prevent me from being able to get back as fast as I used to. But thanks to our team who's getting back to people, when they come in, they're getting back. So for sometimes there's customers that will order and need to have that extra communication, and I'm right there with you. I understand. There's a few times where people will be upset if we don't get back to them. And it's mostly because we take a few days to get orders out and to get the tickets printed, mostly just because we're making everything by hand. So I want to reassure you that we're real. we're here. So if you order from us, there's an issue communication wise. Our phones are having a little bit of an issue right now, but we'll be back. Everything will be fine. Tech is a major issue in a business, but it's something that we're just rolling with. We're fixing, we're putting codes back together, and we're in good spirits because we still have other ways to communicate. We have the DMs here, we have the emails, we have the members area. So I'm still talking with the members. That's what's really great is being able to still, and that's one reason why when members text me sometimes and I say, hey, just in case something happens with the text here, um, I'm always available in the members area. So members are texting me, or I should say DMing me in the members area, which is helping me to communicate much easier, faster. I'm in the members area every day. Hop on in so that way you can get access to not only the event, but after the event. So when you go home and you leave Moringa Fest, one reason why we offer membership with the ticket is so that way you can get on and you can ask follow-up questions. And you can get in with the community and you can be a part of the group to get help harvesting your property, get help designing your property, get help essentially with marketing and advertising with us. You get on the map, the Moringa map, as well as getting a pin of your business. But we'll also be able to do some interviews here on that Saturday, November 1st. Our festival event is going to be held from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. And I'm going to be set up here mostly to have a seat with members and promote their business. And to be able to have a podcast, a short, quick podcast saying, hey, who are you? Where are you from? Tell us a little bit about yourself, your story, how did you start your business and what's your passion and how did you hear about Moringa? All the same questions that I get asked, I'd like to pass that on to members here. So we'll showcase them with a featured highlight, members highlight while they're here. We'll do a quick little podcast, but also you're going to set up your table, okay? And you're going to sell. If you've never swiped cards before, you don't know what payment processor to use, this is going to give you a chance to get practice on that. Get yourself a nice drape. Get yourself some displays with paper and printouts with some information on your table. Consider start figuring out the jars, the bottles, the boxes, the pouches, the bags. What are you going to use? If you need help with that and you want to get a head start, we still have about 2 or 3 weeks till the event. Go to growmoringa.com/supplies and grab our supplies page. You'll be able to pick up some supplies, but also come to the members area so that way we can get you some more hands-on training. We have customer support there, collective support agents, 24/7, getting back to questions. We've been harvesting. Yeah, this is what we're really excited about is showcasing our harvest. We're going to be able to show people how to package in bulk with barrels or tubs or totes or gallons. It's a way to see how things are packaged big, to take photos, to see dry rooms, to see washing stations, to see market stations, to see the difference between growing it in a pot, in a greenhouse, in a garden, intensive garden, in a hedge, and in an orchard. So by coming out here for this special event, not only we're going to have an extended tour, workshops throughout the day, we'll have some guest speakers. We're going to come out with the schedule here this week, so stay tuned. We'll have the schedule come out in a few days. Other than that, I'd really like to share Saturday, November 1st with you here for Moringa Fest. And when you get membership, you not only get tickets to Moringa Fest in person, but you get tickets to MoringaCon. We have a conference. next year in April. So you also get tickets to Moringa Con in April. Membership also includes um, this here. This here is something that we do. Not only do we have wholesale prices, but we have people in the members area that are buying and selling land. They're buying and selling land, and some of them have moringa trees. Some of them are planning on installing moringa trees. And we have members that are looking for land to grow moringa. Some members already have land that are growing moringa and selling it. People want to buy land with moringa already established. This property will be for sale in a few years once I finish setting up this property. Possibly put this property up for sale, but we may keep it in the family. We may keep it as a farm escape, not only for ourselves for a little while, but also for members. But we're planning to get it where it's like a business. Like your business really isn't a business unless you can say, hey, I'll sell my business for $1 million. Same thing with the house. Your house really isn't ready to sell unless you're taking care of a few things and you clean up and you fix things up, and you can sell it maybe for $1 million. And so that's the same concept as here is as we're also letting it develop, we're giving it time. It's just going to get sweeter in time. The trees are going to get better. The systems here are going to get better. We may also want to build a new house here. And so we talk a lot about real estate inside the members area. Oh, I wanted to show you some photos. So, and then also while you're here, you'll be able to take notes. We're going to talk in depth about Moringa farm design. I'm going to do a tour and a talk and a walk and a talk around the property that I designed here to show all these different spaces. So that's going to be included with Moringa Fest. And this is my humble beginnings right here. Look at this. I actually want to see if I can find my very first photo. I just saw it the other day, my very first day at the farmer's market. I think I have it. This is one of the first years, 2 years. I think this is like the first year. This is like 2016, 2015 to 2016. I just graduated college here. I just graduated from USF. See, I want to see if I can find my first photo. So if I go into webinars and I go into masterclass, if I go into the PowerPoint slides, I have the photo, the very first. Oh, I have some market photos here. I'll pull this one up. Here's a market photo here. That's me at the farmer's market. Look, this is in 2000, probably 18 right here. And I've got the Bitcoin on the table to buy it with Bitcoin. This is me at the farmer's market here. Some of my products. This right here was when I had a store in St. Pete, and I was also renting another nursery space, and I filmed this at the nursery space in the back there, Jungle Jay's place. And you can see I've got the graphics. I've got a nice background with the vehicle signs. They're separated so they flow in the wind and they get a lot of wind action. So that it catches eye. Black and white catches eye. It's graphically appealing. It's simple. It actually brings your eye in more than even color, black and white. But the color of the orange with the spice and the gold of the oil and the green of the leaves, that's really what helps it pop on the table. And one of the secrets that I did here was tea. I always gave out tea, drinking tea. That led me to opening up a store. That's when I opened up a store in St. Pete after several years of going to the farmer's market. This is how important this first step is. This is what led me to being able to open up a small store in St. Pete. The Moringa Growers Co-op. right there, 38th Avenue North, 2018. I was super proud to have my my first store there. And it all came from going to the farmer's market and being able to process credit cards. But let me show you my very first farmer's market. I think I have it in here. I think I definitely have it in here. It's coming. My very first farmer's market. Yeah, here it is. Here's the image of my very first farmer's market. Just give it 1 second. Let me know if you have any questions. Let me see here. Pull it up. Yeah, here it comes. Right here. This is me at the farmer's market, my very first farmer's market. 2015, 2016. I just sold my vending machine business. I was selling plants and flowers and all kinds of stuff out of my van already at that point for like 2 years. I started working in my van in 2014, this year, but I had also a vending machine business. And then I sold that business and this is my first day at the farmer's market. I had that tent that's out there and that table and tea boxes. I was cutting these box papers by hand with a blade and a ruler, and then bending the paper and scoring it on one side because it was thick paper, and scoring it on one side and folding it and making this box. We've got the loose leaf in jars, we've got the oils and drams, we've got powder and spice and capsules. At that point, I had already developed spice early on. Was like I remember being in school and developing the spice in school in one of my notebooks, architecture school. And so this is in the master class. This slide is actually in the master class. You can find a little bit more information about me, my story, how I got started. You can see me at the farmer's market. You can see the store here, New Nursery, or the Grow Moringa Growers Co-op is what I called it then. I'm set up at the farmer's market and my vending machine businesses. We had a good time. We had a good time. Starting from the bottom at the farmer's market is where it starts. Well, thanks. Let's see here. Hello, my friend. Oh, Moz is saying that he tried to call the number. That's all right. We will have the phone back on very soon. Try back again. Thanks, Moz, for hitting us up. Would definitely like to sign a contract. We don't have to sign any contracts. The first step, Moz, if you want to work together, is sign up for membership. It's very simple. It's very affordable if you go to growmoringa.com. I would love to chat with you, Moz. I'm chatting every day in the members area. We don't do any contracts or anything right now, but what you can do is you can get sales from members. We have 1,000 people in the members area. So they're buying, not just from me, but other members. Other members are producing and they're selling their moringa. Some members don't have a website yet. So most people don't have a website yet. So they're selling in the group. They're selling inside the members area, helping them to get their business growing. So we'd love to help Moz. It's so here. Thanks, Moz. Starting off. But step one is become a member of Grow Moringa Collective at growmoringa.com, and we'll be able to sample and buy from you directly. We have, okay, that's it. That's probably all I can put. Yeah. Okay. All right. Thanks, Moss. definitely would love to get back together with you. We still have a full day planned. It's already 2 o'clock. We have a lot of things going on. I'm building new racks for drying. Um, we're harvesting again. I believe tomorrow we're going to be fertilizing Frank's place. We're going to be fertilizing Frank's place, his farm, this week. Since we harvested all those trees back, we're going to be dropping the fertilizer, the biostimulant on his property. And then let me know if you have any questions about Moringa Fest. You can always comment, DM me, catch me at growmoringa.com in the members area. I'm in the members area. It's very easy. You just have to become a member and it's very affordable. Anybody can reach me very easily in the members area is where I provide mostly all my access. Plus I'm here. Don't hesitate to text me. As soon as I get the phones back on, I'll see your text and I'll be able to get back to everybody. It's just temporary. Everything is good. Thanks a lot for coming in. And until next time, peace, peace and love.